Next stop will be Forestry Central. All right, so that's Oil Refinery. And away we go. Next stop, Forest Central. So, yeah, if you look at the map, if you play this game or pick it up and look at the map, this the coal power plant and the oil refinery are two very confusing track layouts. So normally you save these locations until you get a good understanding of switching around goods factory and machine factory and stuff like that, harbor in town, before you come up to here. And from here into the refinery, you can go right or you can go left, or right or left. Normally I'll come in and go to the left because you can kind of pull up and back into just about everything. If you come in on the right, you can do the same thing, but you'll come in on the other side of the office. And now it's dock. It shouldn't be too far down the track here, so I don't want to get too crazy. We're on a downhill. I'm going to rest, take a nap at Forestry Central so we can continue the trip in the daytime. Okay, here's the Y. We need to go to the left, so our switch detector should give us that. We are kind of decreasing speed. I don't know what the turn is. It could be a 30. It could be a 50. May the speeds be ever in your favor. Dropping into the 30s, so that'll be good. See, 40. Okay. 40 with an uphill. All right. A downshift. Let's look at this. Nearly 3. We're at 3. Plus 3. We're at over plus 3. Plus 3 plus. But we're gaining. Again, if you're hauling anything anything substantial, you're going to be hurting. You got to be doing a lot of work. And it's 30. Speed limit is 30. Good thing we're going 30. All right, so we come out of here. We want to be going to the left into the B yard. And I think the switch on that side doesn't allow us. It may. Hi, girlfriend. No, it doesn't allow us. So it'll just circle us around. So once again, getting in and out of here and faced in a different direction is interesting. All right, we're going to go into the B yard here as soon as we finish this turn. So I'm going to go to the left. The next one should be to the right, and the next one should be to the left. And this is the empty track. And as I said, we'll park here, take a nap, get back to daylight, and then keep going. We got another half hour. I think we can get through here. All right, so we are stopped. Brake on. I'd like to come in, please. Doing on fuel? Oh, we barely used any. Yeah, okay. All right, so this is Forest Central, and the office is somewhere. It's dark. Must be on the other side here. Yeah, see the green light? Okay, so the office is over here. All right, so we've pulled in, and it's a little after 10, so we're gonna quick sleep in bed. Take 8 hours. Kill some time. All right, so this is the office, little bathroom. Just a single story, like all the small industries. We have a nice day. A little fog this morning. Stuff coming out of here tends to go to sawmill, or empties tend to go down to harbor in town. But most everything goes to sawmill from any of the forest locations. All right, so the office is, if you're coming in from the farm, you're going to hit the office. There's the tracks that come in from the farm. The track that comes in from City West, Oil Refinery, machine factory, coal power plant comes in the tunnel there. So we came through that tunnel, pulled around, went through this and around. And that's the end of our train there. So this yard here is the C yard, and it dead ends right there. So this is a dead end yard. So when you come through, you're going to have to pull, like if you come through this way, you want to come through the B yard, pull all the way around so that you can then back in at this switch. If you go straight and go all the way around this way, you're facing the wrong way. So you need to come in from the south, go through the B yard, go all the way around so that your locomotive is facing back this way, and then you can back in. All right. There's no Y here. So when you come all the way back around, now you're heading back towards farm, back towards Forest South. So this is the track that takes you to the B yard. There's your office, and then there's just a lot of extra buildings. B yard has a straight through track that shouldn't have anything on it except us. About all you can get here is water. I don't think you can't coal up here. Well, actually, I could look at the thing, right? Forest Central. You can get water. And this is where the locomotives are. So back to here. I think there's only one spot here that a demonstrator locomotive will be, and that's the A yard. And we'll walk over there in just a moment. So the A yard is right here. So we're standing at B over by the water tower. We've crossed across C initially, and we ran across this whole track. So there's techniques to Forest Central, but if you come in from from the oil refinery, machine factory, City West coming up this way, you're going to have to pull in, go down, and then back into C if it's not a B drop-off. But typically, the drop-offs are going to be at the C track, and anything you build, you'll put on the B track because that's usually, and we'll look at the signs. So this is the loading track. This is an outgoing track. That's a 2-0 or 2-0 for outgoing. And this might be a storage track, track number 3 or 4. So that is a storage track. So there's an outgoing track and a storage track. So all the incoming tracks come into C. There's an incoming here. I'm sorry, I didn't go far enough. I did. Where are these tracks? Oh, okay, so there is an outgoing track here. This is a straight through track. This has no number. There's an incoming track and a storage track. So most of the time you're going to be it's going to want you to drop it off here, just so you know. So you'll have to plan your transit through here accordingly. And off on this outside track, there's the A, and there's a 060, and normally the other train is, the demonstrator train is in here somewhere, but they don't have one here. Okay. So there we go. Little tour of Forest Central. Refreshed, let us take to the tracks again. We have to set all our things again. And I'm thinking that there should be a brake set. Maybe. No. Looks like no. Okay. Perfect. Always good to check. All right, let's get ourselves in position. Brakes on. What's flashing? Oh. I have to turn off. I have train brake. All right. Alrighty. And away we go. Oh yeah, that's what the letters mean. Oh yes, that counts against my bonus time. But I didn't expect to get a bonus on this anyway, because we're stopping too often, so I wasn't really worried about it. I'm more worried about having nice visuals since we're running all over the place, and seeing this location in the daylight. All right, so the trackage, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to come in to this location via the way we came in, because the way up from farm is very steep, very, very steep. We're going to be going downhill. Oh, you know what? We'll stop. There's one more place we can stop on the way. There won't be a demonstrator locomotive there, but we got an uphill. How far down is it? A little ways. It's a location here in Derail Valley that no one ever gets to. And I popped in sandbox mode just for the fun of it while I was playing in VR. I mean, look at this hill. Look at this grade. What am I doing? Look at this grade. 2. You're going to be going pretty fast when you go down into Forest Central coming this way. If once you make it up to this point. All right, if you look ahead of you, there's this random track coming in here. Why would that be? All right, so this random piece of track up here off of this line is Derail Valley's All Futures. Gives you a house on your own railroad track, on your own little stub. So you got your tool shed and you got your house. So if you've ever played this game and you're wondering, what is this and why would I ever want to come here? Here it is. So you have a couch to crash on. You have a bed to crash on. You have a little bedroom. Very small, very tiny. You can't really get these open. There's a fully nice tiled bathroom with a shower. Wow. No curtain though. Wide open window. There's kind of a dining room table, a cast iron stove, and a kitchen. And I think in VR you can open some of these windows. Maybe not. But you can crash in the bed. You can't crash on the couch. So, and I think, does this button work? I think the button works in VR. You can turn that light on and off. But this is the house. You can, garbage can. And out in the woods, you have like ramparts down in a hole here. Everything that's in all the other tool houses just goes to each tool house. So there you go. You can write that up. See the house. You have been home. All right. Oh, good job, Wild. And it's just flat enough up here that you can kind of get going. I think that track is pretty flat. But you can see it's not very flat here. Once again, the only reason why this is working is because we got such a light load on the back.